Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of This Week in Comics, our show of high expectations for comics coming out this week. Let's check some stuff out. First up this week, we have DC meets Looney Tunes trade paperback collection. If you have always wanted to read comics that feature the Martian Manhunter and Marvin the Martian, or Bugs Bunny and Superman, or the sold-out Elmer Fudd Batman storyline written by Tom King, I highly recommend you pick this book up. It's got really good art throughout, and the stories are pretty fun too. So, I'm a big fan of Looney Tunes characters, and I'm a big fan of DC characters. How can this be bad?
It's beautiful. Put that away.
Okay. I gotta do it over? Alright, next up this week we have Kick-Ass #1. This is going to be coming out from Image. Written and drawn by the creators of the original Kick-Ass, Mark Millar and John Romita Jr. There is a new person under the mask, not the one from the movie or the previous series we were just talking about. I highly recommend you pick this up because if you have seen this book or watched the movies, you know it's high in violence and high in action, and it should be really, really fun. So, pick up Kick-Ass. I'm really excited for this one. Next up, we have DC's third offering of their New Age of Heroes line called Sideways. Before we had Silencer, which was a lot like the Punisher, and Damage, which was a lot like the Hulk, and Sideways with good art, very good art by Kenneth Rocafort, seems to be a little bit like a Spider-Man character. At least that's what I've heard it described as. The president of DC, Dan Didio, is going to be writing this, so you know this is going to be a huge book. I highly recommend this one, if only for the artwork alone. It looks like it's going to have some really good action, and I expect it to be pretty good. Pick it up. Last up, we have X-Men Grand Design issues 1 and 2. These are reprints of the sold-out series that came out at the end of last year. It's a good thing that they're coming out now for Valentine's Day because they're a love letter to the X-Men by creator of this series, Ed Piskor. He did both the writing and the art, and he does a very masterful job at telling the X-Men story within the Marvel Universe and how it all ties together. It's great for anybody that is a fan of the book, or even a fan of the movies, or you're just kind of interested in the X-Men. And this is something that you can really sink your teeth into and get a good idea of what the team's all about. I really enjoy the idea of the paper. It looks like old style, and it really does a good job telling the special effects, showing the special effects that's in the book, or like the explosions, mutant powers, that kind of stuff. It just really makes them bounce, and I really enjoy that aspect of it. It's just a joy to look at this book. X-Men Grand Design is one I highly recommend, and I'm looking forward to all the different versions of it that's going to be coming out over the years. I'm really looking forward to seeing that awesome Cyclops cover of the second issue. So, X-Men Grand Design, pick it up. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into another episode. Visit your local comic store, or if you're in the neighborhood, stop in and say hi. Also, if you're interested, let us know what you think about these comics or anything you're looking forward to in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and like this video, and we'll see you next week.